Hey guys, welcome back to another channel video. This is Just Another Night. I'm Curtis.
And I'm Idris.
So make sure you stick around to the end of this video to hear about what's going on with Spider-Man on the PlayStation 5. It's honestly incredibly bad. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Let us know what you think about the whole Sony debacle and everything that's going on with Spider-Man. And yeah, so what's going on with Sony?
Well, from what I've been reading, there's quite a few things going wrong, isn't there?
Yes.
I mean, where are we going to start? So, should we start with the PS5 console then?
Yeah, we'll go with there.
So, for starters, the fact there is such a limited amount of stock on the PS5 is kind of shocking.
Yeah.
Considering, like, it's a console that comes out around the holiday season. And everyone knows that when a new console comes out, every single kid is going to want that console.
This is true.
So, why would you limit the stock so much? I just don't understand it.
Yeah, so for those of you that aren't aware, basically what's happened with the PlayStation 5 is there's been an issue with one of the chips that they're trying to create. So obviously inside of their console, they've got to have loads of different parts that are manufactured by a lot of different people. One specific chip that is specially designed for the PS5 has had an issue in, just trying to be made. So they originally estimated 11 million consoles to be made for Christmas. Currently, with the rate that they're going, they're at 4 million, and that's what they reckon they're going to get, which obviously is not going to be enough. So the console is supposed to be released on the 12th of November, and at this rate, there's going to be no consoles. Everything for pre-order got pretty much snapped up within, 2 hours?
Yeah, it was shocking how quick it went.
So it's a little bit of a bad situation for Sony, to be honest. Obviously, there's not much that they can do if it's a manufacturing issue, but it's still something that needs to be spoken about.
Yeah, so one of the reasons that I read in regards to why it's been delayed, it was the same reason that applied to Xbox, was because of the whole world burning because of COVID and whatnot. But I feel like the fact that Xbox has managed to pull off theirs isn't really much of an excuse for Sony to be able to say, okay, we're having delays due to COVID and whatnot, so we're slowing the process down.
We will cover the whole Xbox situation in another video
Yeah.
at some point, either this week or next. But I'm understanding. I completely get it. Coronavirus has messed up a lot of stuff, even in everyone's lives, really.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go to a shop. I don't know about what Americans are doing at the moment, but obviously in the UK we've got a weird sort of lockdown with weird restrictions, like pubs and restaurants have to close at 10 o'clock. So, we do get it. There's going to be some issues. We had a big issue with Heinz tomato ketchup. For one, where there was a massive national shortage here in the UK of tomato ketchup because one of their factories flooded, and because there were no engineers that could come out and sort out the issue because of coronavirus, we just had to deal with limited tomato ketchup for a long period of time. So it makes sense, and we completely understand these issues with PlayStation 5. But
it just still doesn't justify the massive difference between the amount of pre-order stock.
Yeah, this is true. Next up, we got backwards compatibility. What the hell's going on there, Idris?
Yeah, again, this is annoying me. So something that's always been expected when a new console comes out is backwards compatibility. It's stupid not to have it, but why are we not getting it now? Xbox has been offering it, so why aren't Sony doing the same thing?
Exactly. There's currently a small, very, very small range of games that are going to be backwards compatible between the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. Nothing from the PlayStation 3, nothing from the PlayStation 2, and nothing from the PlayStation 1, which I think Xbox have definitely taken the right move here. They have gone and they've got it's a select game. There's only 30 or 40 games from the original Xbox that are on backwards compatibility, but they've still got them, and they've got popular titles.
Yeah, definitely. So even with Game Pass though on the Xbox, they provide you with more. But with Sony, what the issue tends to be is that they don't release a backwards compatible console. Then later down the line, they update their Play Store to have the PS2 games and the PS3 games, but you're having to pay for those.
Yeah.
Which is just disappointing because it means you're paying more money for things that you potentially already have.
Yeah, this is true. But then it would also work in the favour of those that are now buying the new generation of consoles, which are discless.
Yeah, that's true. It does offer them more games to go with. But have you seen the controller issue?
Yes. So the controller issue is something that's really strange. So for those of you that have seen what Xbox have done, basically every controller that you buy that's like a newer controller for the Xbox One, you can use it on the Xbox Series X. The only difference is it doesn't have one button, which is the share button, which is something that PlayStation actually do already have. They've had since the PlayStation 4. But for some reason, PlayStation have gone around and been like, well, because it's a different controller, because instead of using DualShock, they're now using DualSense.
Yeah.
So,
DualSense is the new system for their controllers now.
Yeah, so because they're using this, they've basically turned around and been like, you can play all of the old games that we have got on backwards compatibility with the DualShock controller, but all of the new games, they are designed for the DualSense controller.
Yeah, see, okay, I'll give it to Sony. They've never made their console controllers like compatible in that way.
Yeah.
But if one company was to pull it off, why not do the same thing? Considering how expensive controllers are now as well, you're looking about like 50 quid plus per controller.
Yeah, and that's even now when the new generation is 2 months down the line.
Yeah, definitely. But also what I don't quite understand is, with the old games you had the touchpad.
Yeah.
So how will that work on the new controllers? I guess we'll have to find out, won't we?
This is true. Wait until November 12th, and I'm sure one person will find out and read a review, and we can talk about it. But although it's all bad stuff, they have got some incredible looking games that are exclusive to the PlayStation.
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn's the one I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah, it looks so nice. Mine's probably the new Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with what they showed for that, and they really recently released a new demo trailer for that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I'll definitely give it a watch. But like, although they are doing some bad things, they've got some good intentions, and you can see that they're doing a lot of stuff that is actually going to be great. But Spider-Man.
Yeah, there is just... I don't understand what they're doing with Spider-Man. I don't understand why, especially considering it's one of their biggest titles.
Yeah, it's very, very confusing. So essentially, if you're not aware, if you buy Miles Morales Spider-Man on PlayStation 4, you get it on PlayStation 5. Like, there's a couple of games that they're doing, so if you buy it on the PlayStation 4, they can come over. One of the other examples of this is Marvel Avengers.
Yeah.
But if you want to buy Spider-Man PS4 and have it on the PS5, you need to buy Miles Morales on the PS5. You can't buy it as a standalone game. Now, what is that?
Yeah, what makes this worse is that Miles messed up that there. Miles Morales is said to only be half the length of the original Spider-Man game. So essentially you're looking at a mini game, I'd say, considering the original Spider-Man game's not that big.
No, I completed it in 17 hours.
Yeah. So why would you make someone pay 50 quid for that new game if they already potentially have it on the PS4, if that makes sense?
Exactly. It's very, very confusing. Like, I'm not really too understanding of why they have decided that this is the route that they can go for. But I hope that they change their mind. There's been a lot of times where Sony have backtracked and been like, okay, yep, no, we're wrong. We'll sort this out. And I'm hoping that this is going to be one of them. For a lot of people, they're not going to want Miles Morales, and they're just going to want Spider-Man remastered. Like, it was an amazing game, and the graphics on it were incredible. So if they can make that better, I'd buy it again, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. I know I'd definitely love to have it on the PS5. What I imagine they may end up doing is just giving it as a free digital download as part of PlayStation Plus at some point during the year, but no one's going to want to wait around to see if that happens, are they?
No, especially one of the biggest problems with all consoles when they launch is release titles. If you don't have the right release titles, your release is going to be rocky. Xbox have done it really well by just being like, even if we haven't got that many things to release, because obviously they've had some troubles, but we'll talk about that later. They are just going, it's fine. All the games that you had, you can play, and that's fine. Pretty much every single Xbox One title is cross-compatible.
Yeah, see, for me as well, that's always been a big issue when it comes to getting a new console. It's whether or not it's got enough titles to play, and whether or not those titles are good.
Yeah.
So if Sony keeps going this way and don't release enough titles on time, such as Spider-Man, I can imagine they're not going to get a lot of people to buy their consoles.
But with that, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know exactly what you're thinking about the whole Spider-Man debacle, because we are personally furious. I hope you enjoyed the Spider-Man gameplay on in the background, and from both of us here at Just Another Night. Bye.
Bye.
Reinforcements. I guess this is what they call organized crime.